Koepfinger, and today's play called Sky Blue by yours truly. This play originally played off Broadway last spring in a project called the Voire Dire project by Cosmic ORCHID. It's a cool project. We got together with other actors and a director, and we viewed a painting. And we got together with the artist, but we weren't allowed to talk to her about the painting. And we started thinking things and writing down ideas. This was the brainchild of Liz Amadio, brilliant artistic director. And 4 very, very cool plays come out of it. Mine included. I have to say, this is one of the most prophetic and bold pieces I've ever written in a really short period. So, with that said, let's meet our cast today. In the role of Tag, we have the lovely, very talented New York actress, Zoe Anastasio. Zoe, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sure, what are you up to these days?
Well, it's funny because I just finished something by you, actually, called The Eve of Beltane with Michael, who's reading today too, and got to play a little Irish girl. And now I'm actually shooting a short film, a very provocative short film, so we'll see how that goes.
And reading the role of Talker, the very, very talented Michael Perrie Jr. Michael, welcome. Michael's a playwright.
Hey.
A musician, an actor, all kinds of things. What do you think?
As Zoe said, I was in The Eve of Beltane. I did not play a small Irish girl. I played a slightly older London boy, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, now I'm working on a web series, and I have a reading that I'm in tonight, actually. So
excellent, nonstop. You know, the more creative people are, the more they're on the go.
It's true.
Seriously,
Yep.
Crazy. I think it feeds itself, and that's why we do what we do. So without further ado, let us bring you Sky Blue, a play about possibility. Time is just after a fire at an institution. 2 people happen upon each other, 1 male, 1 female. Our stage directions, read by Rachel Love.
Pre-show music mixed with a strange series of sirens fades as the stage lights illuminate a dimly lit graveyard to suggest a full moon. The sound of embers still crackling filter in as the thick smoky haze from a nearby fire starts to dissipate, exposing the shadows of 2 crawling figures, 1 male, 1 female, on either side of an old rickety metal fence. There's a slightly barren tree downstage left with only a few blossoms remaining, perhaps a withered fruit or 2 as well. A young woman, Tag, crawls along the outside of the fence. Suddenly she stops as she sees a young man, Talker, crawling alongside the inside of the fence.
Stop. You there, stop.
Are you a talker or a tag?
You first.
I'm a talker. It's funny, I never realized that tags could talk.
Well, then why did you ask?
I don't know. I guess I was hoping that you were...
What, a talker? Why? I know why, because you talkers think you're so much better than us, right? I'm right, right?
Well,
That's what I'd like you to believe. I listen a lot. I know a lot of things about us, about them, about what they want and what they want us to believe. It's all false, you know. It is.
When did you last eat?
The meal just before the fire.
That's a long time ago.
Yes it is. Almost 2 days, I think. I know the sun went up and down once already. Wait, why? Do you have food?
No, not really.
What does that mean? You either have food or you don't. That's really... Wait, look, shh.
What?
Shh. Someone there. I think it's a god.
How can you tell? We all look like machines in the moonlight. The 3/4 blue hue of an unfinished fate. Did you see the sky yesterday? There's no one out there, Tag.
I know. I was about to tell you that. Did you set the fire?
No. Why do you ask? What, are you going to turn me in?
No. I was going to thank you.
Hey, Tag, you think we're the only ones left?
Maybe. Maybe we are. And stop calling me Tag like it's my name or something. They called us that to strip our identities, you know.
Yeah.
Some way they called you guys, same way they called you guys Talker. Meanwhile, it was merely a way to create division among us and to strip everyone of their unique identities. You know, I'm really hungry. Give me some of your food.
I don't have any yet.
Oh, come on, man. Don't play with me. I'm not doing that again.
You will if you want food.
Now you're sounding like them. You're afraid of them, aren't you?
Maybe. Okay, so the sun is about to rise. If we want food, we will have to work fast. And we have to work together. Most of the smoke is dissipated, so they'll definitely catch us if we're still here by sunrise.
So what do we have to do?
Well, first you have to come over here.
What? And chance falling into that quicksand.
It's not quicksand. They just tell us it's quicksand to keep us afraid.
How do you know?
Have you ever seen quicksand?
No. Have you?
See, no one has ever seen it. Quicksand doesn't even exist.
What? Just because you've never seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You talk nonsense.
Yes, I was bred to do that. Circular reasoning. It annoys me as well.
Wait, I know. Stand on it. Test it. See if it is quicksand. If it is, you'll sink.
Will you hold my hand?
What? Why? I can't reach your hand through the fence. Besides, you said it can't be quicksand. But if it is, well, you'll pull me in. How do I know I can trust you? It's safer being on the fence. I don't think I want to come over there. I'm further along than you are. I got out without being caught. They always told us it would set off an alarm. Well, I got over the fence, and you want me to come back to where it's just to be where you are? It could trigger an alarm, couldn't it?
No. Well, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But then again, I doubt it. Besides, you have to come over anyhow. You can't stay on the fence, Tag.
Don't call me Tag like it's a name. I already warned you about that.
So what's the big deal about it? I mean, that's no big deal. You must have been born here. You would have a name. So they told me that I was born here, but something tells me that I wasn't. So not having a name is not a big deal anyway.
Well, yes, it is. That's why I escaped. I got out precisely for that reason. I want to make a name for myself. Somewhere, somehow. I want to do this because I know that I'm special. I mean, I'm not like everyone. I eat and breathe and talk, even though they try to make us believe that some of us don't have the capacity to talk. I want to make a name for myself because I think I was born to do something really different. So I think I deserve a name. So that when people think of me, they'll say, yes, she was more than just a tag. No, I can't. I shouldn't say. I don't know if I can trust you. You're a talker, born and bred to spill the beans. They condition you.
Please, tell me. You know you can trust me, please. Look, I'll walk on the quicksand for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Will you do that for me?
Yes, I would, especially if it's what I have to do to get you to come over here so we can get the fruit off the top of the tree limb. There are 2 pieces left. They're apples. One for you, one for me.
How do I know I can trust you?
Oh my God, not that again. Hey, how about you just name yourself?
Well, to start, I guess you put letters on paper. You move them around until you make a name. Well, I want to make a name like no one else because I can do something no one else can do. Did they beat you guys?
Occasionally. Nothing serious. It's called combat training. They teach us how to fight. Did they beat you?
No. They're afraid of tampering with our organs. They've been trying to increase the population ever since the new administrator took over the institution. Did you know it started out to be an orphanage, to house and help lost children? I was found on the street near Lexington and 6th. They said I lived in a trash can.
I'm not sure of my origins. I may have been born here. I can't imagine why they'd separate us. I had no idea that tags could even talk. I mean, why do you think they would tell us that you couldn't?
I'm not sure. but it wasn't always like this. The institution used to be run by a tag. They silenced her. They said her voice was creating a dystopia. I think they lie. A group of them gathered and brought in Ronald Rump as the new administrator. That's when it all started. Any individual with organs to breed was given an elixir to dissolve their vocal cords so they could no longer talk. It happened fast, and soon we were all silenced. But what they did not realize is that the elixir wears off over time. And we now have voices that are stronger than ever. And some of us have developed a special power. Since we couldn't speak with our tongues, we used telepathy and we could read minds. I can't imagine what would happen to me if they found out I can. No, I really am hungry, and it's almost daylight. Are you staying on the ground? Are you going back inside?
Inside? Are you nuts? I'm curious to see who's left in there, but I'm not stupid as to run in and risk getting caught. You see there's 2 apples. You can see them right now.
Well, how can we reach them? Maybe you could climb the tree.
I can't. I tried. It's too slippery to climb. See, they put this black slime on it. Mr. Rump ruined all the gardens here. He started to have us build little plastic things in the fields out back. Mm-hmm. In the process, toxins were released into the ground, and we warned him, but he refused to stop. He also was in the business of making poisons to sell leisure goods to drink and smoke. It would cloud the thinking of the mind, and so people bought more of it since they couldn't think about what it was doing to them. I mean, Mr. Rump became very rich from all of this manufacturing, and it's said that he and his staff run the whole public institution now. They say that he wants to run the world, but there are still a few places left where people live like they used to live.
You mean not like us?
Not at all like us. I mean, we live in cages. We are caged in fear. Oh, I don't want to think this is the way it was meant to be. I mean, we are capable of so much more. I want to be able to love and trust others. I don't see you as different. In my heart, I knew you could speak. You are just like me. There is some sort of connection in me reaching out to you.
I feel that too. In fact, I sense that with you.
Well, come over then. We can get the apples and I can lift you up on my shoulders. We'll be twice as tall. You have to trust me. If I could, believe me, I'd bring the tree to you.
That's funny. I like how you think.
I'm glad. It makes me happy. Maybe you'll tell me about your secret power.
Maybe. And maybe we could give each other names.
Sounds great. So you'll come over?
Yes. If you show me that you can walk on the quicksand without sinking, then yes, I'll climb back over. But only long enough to get the apple. Then I must go. I must find my way to another world as soon as the sky lights up again. And you must promise to help me when I get to the top. The fence has prickly wires on top of it. I nearly got cut the first time.
Well, there's an opening over there.
Oh. Well, I see it now. I couldn't see it in the dark.
I'll walk along to guide you, and you'll see there's no quicksand.
They walk along the fence until they find the opening that's marked with an arch. Tag comes through the opening. Talker takes her hand. They continue to hold hands as they walk towards the tree.
Can't believe I never knew that this gate was here.
Well, it's only been there a day. I built it yesterday. I was trained as a stone breaker. I eventually wanted to mend the roads outside the world. As you see, all the paths have been destroyed. Mr. Rump cut us off from the rest of the world. I've never been out there, but I can tell you that I heard it used to be beautiful.
I made it to the other side of the fence, but it was too dark to see past it. That's why I stayed on the fence.
Oh, okay, here we are. I'll hunch down, you climb up on my shoulders, okay?
Okay. Are you sure it's safe? I won't fall.
No, if you start to fall, I promise I'll catch you.
If I start to fall, wait, what?
No, I promise I won't let you fall.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this thing.
You ready?
Tag climbs up on Talker's shoulders and shakes the tree limb to let the apples fall to the ground. They fall and roll off stage. Tag falls into Talker's arms and looks into her eyes. They are both giddy and laughing. Suddenly, they kiss. They slowly step away from each other, still laughing gently.
Wow, that was awkward.
I thought it was nice.
I didn't say it wasn't nice, but it was awkward.
Oh, yeah. I think the apples rolled down the hill. I'll run and get them.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
Tag watches Talker run off and then sits under the tree and starts to sing a melancholy tune.
There has to be something better than this. His eyes give a promise, his lips seal a kiss. I've not known love, yet I see its hues. My sadness is lifting along with these sky blues. Blue is a color that tells many tales. It's happy, then sad, the color of the sky, or sometimes the sea. And sometimes the blue comes to you and me. Sky blue, what should we do? Sky blue, show us the way. Sky blue, a warning of morning. Sky blue, coming for you.
Talker comes back unnoticed and slips behind Tag quietly, listening to her sing. She turns suddenly and stops abruptly.
What are you doing?
I'm listening to you. It's so beautiful. How did you do that?
How do I do what? Sing?
I've heard like strings and pipes played to create music, but I've never heard.
Yes, there's beautiful music within every human voice.
You mean I could do that too? Sing?
Yes, everyone can sing.
Will you show me how to do it?
Will you share your apples? I'm starving.
Oh, here, let's sit down and eat, and then you can sing some more.
Well, I can't eat and sing at the same time, but sure.
Right.
Let's eat our fruit and decide what we should do next.
They sit under the tree and pretend to eat their apples.
Do you mean you want to travel together with me? I mean...
Yes, I think there's a reason we survived the fire. And I think we're meant to start our lives over, maybe? Do you feel like maybe we knew each other before?
You mean in the orphanage?
No, I mean, I feel like I knew you the minute we met from another world or another place and time.
Wow. I thought it was me, but I feel the same way.
It's like we're connected to something.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Wait, what?
Are we really eating apples?
You said we were, but...
I know, but it's like we said we were going to eat apples, but I don't taste anything, do you?
I don't think so.
It's like we're dreaming, you know? When eat or drink in a dream, you think it's happening, but it's all just a dream, right?
I know what you mean.
You know, it's not really an orphanage anymore. They call it an asylum. The children never leave. They're not allowed to grow up.
Sounds of footstep, laughter, talking as the light starts to come up. The sky in the background is slightly blue.
Shh! They're coming. Security guards. It's daylight. I think we're caught. Damn it!
They're staring right at us.
Oh my god, it's like they're staring right through us. Hey, let's stand up.
Talker and Tag stand up together. They start flailing their arms to get the attention of the guards.
They don't see us.
Are they really there? Maybe we're seeing things.
I don't think so.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe we didn't survive.
What? You think we're dead?
Maybe.
This is it? This is death? It feels like we're dreaming.
Except for one thing. One very cool thing.
What could be cool about being dead?
Well, there's no more fear. It's like the promise of tomorrow is no longer a threat. In the Institute, we were always warned to watch out, to be careful the guards didn't see us doing things wrong. Thing was, we never knew right from wrong. It was like they made up the rules as we went along. We were always afraid. And now here with you, I feel like nothing could go wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Good. Well, then we can go. We can start a new life together. We can start a new world somewhere.
Where?
there, beyond the fence, beyond the gray sky here into the blues. We can start a world where we can be kind and caring and not propagate fear. And you teach me to sing, and I can use my voice to raise my vision and lift out of the quicksand of fear and doubt and worry.
And we can give each other names, real names.
Yes, yes. And I can at last be a man that mends the road for all who travel the path of life. And you can teach everyone to sing.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You know, I never thought it would be like this. We were taught to believe death was the worst thing that could ever happen. I was so afraid of death.
And I was so afraid of life.
Yes, it was like there was nothing but fear. And now there is none.
Now there's love.
Yes.
It's as if love dissolves all the fear.
It does seem to fade in the face of love. Is this love? Do you love me?
Yes, I believe I do.
They embrace slowly as the lights start to fade and the music swell. Talker caresses her, and they share a passionate kiss.
Shall we go?
Yes, but first, will you give me a name?
Okay. I shall call you Adam. Can you give me a name now?
Why, yes. And I shall name you Eve.
It is so. Adam and Eve, we are named. Well, shall we go? Now, into the sky, into the blues, and beyond, to start our world without fear.
Into the blues, nothing to fear, only love.
Let's go.
Yes, let's.
They walk out together, hand in hand, as the light fades to black and the music swells. Blackout. The end.